Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. I'm in the book. I got another book, Egyptian Yoga. I went down there. We doing the eye rabbit hole, and I done got caught up in this lesson. So I got two things going on at one time, but it ought to be interesting. Let's see how I can work this out. Again, this is something new. Trying it out. All right, let's rock. Radism, 25 Rules to Live By. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I'll ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through? Yeah, that's what I do. But it's rhetorical. But if you had an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. Yeah, that's what I do. Let's go. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. Yeah, that's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Bayat, be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about eyes. Okay? I'm going to give you eyes. We're starting with the eye of Ra and Heru. Okay? You see I rock the eye. Okay? But we're going to break down the eye. I did this lesson a few years ago. I'm reverting back. When I started doing my lesson, I said, no, I can make it real simple. I ain't got to go through all that. I just get the lesson out the book. So I got my lesson I started with, and I said, no, I ain't fighting with that nonsense. I can get it from the book. And that's what I want to show you. I got a nice little lesson here. These are my eyes. Everybody got eyes. Okay? Now, let's break down the symbolism behind the eye. That's what I do for you. Let's go. That's what the lesson is about, the eyes. I've started this lesson. I done got down that rabbit hole, so I got to take y'all with me. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go. Now, the sight, eye images, they are tools to help us to understand the wonder and the majesty that what is God. But only God knows God in what? God's true essence. You can't imagine, can't admit, you have to experience God. Watch this. So therefore, in order to see God in God's essence, these eyes will never see. The mortal eyes will never see God. But that one up here, that third eye, ding, 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 watch this. We must ascend, there you go, to our godly nature, living right, practicing right thing philosophy, selfless service, doing the things you need to do, good Christian, good Muslim, whatever you practice, be good at it daily. Watch this. And you ascend to your godly nature of what we call Heru. Christians, Christ. Muslims, Allah. But Heru or Aset. And by developing these qualities within you, within ourselves, what happened? In essence, now we must consciously what? Become what? One with God in order to truly know God. That's my whole purpose of knowing thyself. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm glad I got this lesson out. Why? It used the vision, not these, but the inner vision, the eye. Watch this. Now, to know God, for all you, any believers, the whole idea is not to believe in God. The goal is to know God. And with our philosophy from our ancient ancestors, it did just that. Religion takes you a whole way around. So I don't practice the religion. Make you understand that. It'll get you there in a long about way. I told you that. But with the straight stuff, bam, right to the head. Watch this. To know God, men and women must go beyond what? Just thinking into the realm of what? intuition. What's already inside. That's why I said, I keep saying, know not self, no, remember thyself, because it's in you. All you got to do is get it. Through what? Listening to the teachings. I'm here every day for that for you. I did this when I was learning. I did this, listen to the teachings daily, reflecting on them daily, and making your mind still, aka meditating on them daily. All these teachings. And what'll happen? You will start to change. Your perspective about everything will change. Your vision about everything will change. Why? Because now you're starting to ascend past the ordinary. And I hate this fact, but they say the masses of people, 85% of y'all are ignorant. So how about we teach them? Oh, they will for 10% of your damn money. No, I don't. That's religion. There you go. They want their 10%. For who? Oh, that's God. God wants your praise and your respect. He don't give a damn about your money. You can't buy your way into heaven. Billionaire, that didn't guarantee you a damn spot in heaven at all. So, calm down. I get excited. Relax. It ain't about what you got. It's about what you do. That's what God recognizes. And He laying out the blueprint for you to practice. Every religion tell you what to do. All you got to do is follow it. I ain't got a problem with that at all. That's what I did. That's how I know. Now, let's talk about the eye of Ra and the eye of Heru. Well, everybody got eyes. We gonna have Krishna, we got Buddha. Yeah, everybody got eyes. And my whole thing was to tell you about the eye, to break down the 6 points and the 5 senses. I don't went way down the rabbit hole. So let me throw this in right quick for you. I'm gonna try to get to this one. All right, I'm still in the book. I'm gonna flip the book over and give you one of my perspective. All right, Ra's eye, the God, the sun, S-U-N of God. That's that thing up in the sky. It's symbolic. So again, this is a symbolic, the eyes and all the symbolism behind them. All. I'm going to try to break it down as we go, each one, so you can get an understanding. It's all about the eyes, but it's all symbology. And it's all about understanding the symbolism. And then you have a different respect and understanding about the eye. It's the quintessential saying, I know myself. If I walk around and people who are conscious, they'll know who I am. They see this, they'll know who I am. Okay, moving on. But the eye of Heru, the eye of Ra, that sun in the sky. And what happened? Everyone will know when the Son of God rises. Not from the damn grave, not from the dead. So, from the afterlife. When him prophets do their little dance for 12 hours. Now he got to come up, cut loose. I'm tired of you. I got to go take care of something. I got to shine on the world. I got to become the savior to bring light to the world. It's all symbolic. It ain't no real person. So the eye of Heru, that's me and you. That's the left eye, aka the God of God, but it represents the moon. But the right eye represents something different. That's the fire. That's the female counterpart to Heru. Y'all know it as Hathor, because the Greeks told you. But yeah, she was the one that he sent when he went to heaven. The story is down here. When he left here, took an elk, listen, go back down there and kill everybody who don't worship me. So the penalty for sinners who didn't follow Ra was death. I didn't say this. Okay, yeah, kill them all. Okay, and what happened? She came down here and got so good that, yeah, she killed everybody. Bad, good, she didn't care. So that was another story. But the whole idea, and that was about she losing herself and getting caught up in what she was doing. A lot of us get to that too. That's called an addiction. Drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever it is, that's not good for you, and you just can't seem to stop. Yeah, you had to be taken down, medicated. Okay, they juiced her up and brought back again. Like George said, deprogrammed, then reprogrammed. Moving on. But the eye of Heru is me and you. It's also what they call the third eye that sees what? Internally. That's what God is inside us. That's why you need this eye to see him. Now get it. I'm going back over here now. I hope I can put it together. I'm trying to spice them together to make it all fit. So work with me. But now we talking about, you see right here, the eye. You see the Uranus? Right here, see right there? That's the eye in form of protection, okay? This is the eye that Wajet. You see smelling, seeing, hearing, touching and tasting. And this why they can forget. It's the sixth part. Why? That's the thought process. You can't make other function without thinking. So you gotta have it in there. A lot of times they overlook, they claim the 5 parts. I claim 6. And it adds up to 63, 64. The one part is God. That was a philosophy, a concept that you can understand and follow and say, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, moving on. So with me, if it don't make sense, I'm not even going to entertain it. Okay, so moving on. The eye of Ra, or the Uraeus, that's the serpent. When the eye went and fell out, Shu and Tough knew had got lost. When he came back, an eye had took his place. So the female, she got upset and started. Ra said, no, please, you go right here. you stay here. You become my protection. That's how the Uraeus is about. The sun, this is Ra. The Uraeus is the protection, the eye that watches over Ra. And it burns up all evil. That's the concept. What's this? So the eye represents the Uraeus, which also is called the life force power. We call this segment, okay, serpent power, okay? But the spirit which animates matter, right there. That's God, right there. God, to be more careful. So yeah, like my man said, shut the front door, all right? But the Uraeus is the right eye. I told you, the fire or the wrath from God. I do this. The right eye is the daughter of Ra, goddess, who I tell you was Heru. Y'all call her Hathor, the Greeks, who commands what? The destructive power. She's the definition of a woman scorned. If you piss her off, you got problems. Okay? Only one. Ra couldn't stop her. He had to dilute her. He had to drug her to stop her. Oh, that's how powerful she is with the power. Destructive power when she's using it. So the power of who? The Supreme Spirit, a.k.a. that's God. But it emanates in different aspects. That's the part that y'all seem to forget, the Christian people, religious people. Break it down so they can understand it where it makes sense and they know that it's them. The eye of the high God. That one is in the sky. Not it's a bunch of gods and he the highest. No, he put there by God. Son of God. Hello. Not in the flesh. We all that. I tell you that all the time. Please understand that. But the high God, watch this. Ra, which is it. Heru, which is the spirit that's in me and you. He was sharing that concept, is the great goddess of who? The universe, a.k.a. Heru. That means the house of Heru, the house of the spirit from a female aspect. You got to have two. You can't have one without the other. Male and female. Yin and yang, dark and light, black and white, whatever you want to do it. But it have to be two opposites to make a whole. Now, in her wrath, when you piss her off, terrible aspect will arise. And originally, what? The eye was sent out on an errand. I told you that. And upon her return, she found what? Somebody took her place. Again, I know the story. It's a good story. But it leads you to a point where you can understand. And it was replaced by what they call surrogate, another eye. And this one, what? This was the first cause of what? Her wrath, okay? Of the eye. And since then, the eye never be what? Permanently or completely appeased. So the high God Ra used the formula to turn what? The eye into a roaring cobra. Hence the Uraeus, which he strapped to his forehead to ward off his enemies. Darkness, ignorance, evil, anything that's not of him. I hear y'all say it in church all the time. Y'all got the concept, right? But this is where it comes from, again. But this Uraeus head ornament was what? Also used in ancient times to protect what they consider the third eye region of your head, right here. Okay, when David hit Goliath, hit him right in the third eye, bang, took him out. He had all that armor, it wasn't protecting his third eye. It's like you go into battle with all this stuff on, and they'll protect the Jews. The first they do, go for the Jews. You didn't think to protect them? Moving on. So it's a concept. All right. But the eye region of the head, which is located on the forehead between the eyebrows, it is also known as what? The third eye, or the Ajna chakra, which is the sixth chakra from the Kundalini yoga system. It can be activated. How can it be activated? Right here. This is what is automatic. By continued daily meditation on the area of the forehead, but it is also a symbol of what? The life force energy. the serpent power, representing not only the visible warmth fire of the sun, but also the subtle energy that's within us, the life force, which animates life. Spirit, true enlightenment. God is spirit. I'm trying to enlighten you to your spiritual self so you can what? Know thyself. It plays out perfect. What it does, it implies that what? One has what? Mastered or supplemented, meaning control what? Control what? What you control? Young man. He died without able to do that. Control your lower nature, your sexual urges, your energy. That's the highest, strongest force. And if you preserve it, you add life to add years to your life. He didn't preserve his. He died young. Okay? That thing down there, it got X amount of bullets in it. Okay? And if you don't do bullets, you ain't gonna live long. Why? You need that energy. It replenishes itself every month. Like the women, the menstrual cycle, when they go through menopause, their whole life change. Why? The whole body's starting to go through a whole change that they got no control over. Man, we can pretty much control ours, but if we keep firing that gun off, Scooby-Doo, roll. Yeah, short lifespan. Simple. Moving on. But that what gives everything life. Sexual energy is the strongest force. Y'all talking about love. No. Love is the feeling. It's the sexual part. You want to do it. That's the strongest force. And when you can control that, now you become a different person. That's beastly. Okay, that's natural. And all animals do that. That's what they call the beastly nature. The first 3 degrees is beastly. Okay? But by developing this energy center will allow you to now what? Be in contact with what? Aliens? Yep. With the invisible world of what? Spirit. And thus you be able to see spiritually. I've been trying to make that point for the longest. My third eye sees God in me. That's how you find him. Just gave away the keys to the kingdom. But you got to look inside yourself, not outside yourself. Religion got you looking for God in all the wrong places. If it ain't in you, don't look. The right eye, back to the eye, but the right eye is the what? The burning heat of the sun. In utterance 3:16 of the coffin text of the book of Coming Forth by Day, the eye speaks. This is what the eye says. I am the all-seeing eye of Heru. That means the spirit that's in me and you. He's telling you who he is. What's this? Whose appearance strikes terror. The lady of slaughter, that's Heru. When she come, everybody got to scatter. Why? She about to tear stuff up. And the mighty one of what? Frightfulness. She inflicts fear in everybody. That's a woman. Remember, it's a female. Okay, men? No, okay, twisted. In other texts, the eye is also described further by saying this. Great will you see power, and mighty your majesty over what? The body of your enemies. You're conquering your ego self. They will fall and howling on their faces. All mankind will cringe beneath you and your might. They will respect you when they see you in what? Your glory and your vigorous form. That shine, that glow that we got when God's with you, and that halo they put in the back of your head, that's the awakening, that's the enlightenment. That's what Christ had. Everybody can see that. Everybody can see the illumination. The Illuminati took it to another level, but illumination means the light that shines in you, let it shine, people will see it. That's the concept. It shines from the inside out. And furthermore, watch this. The eye also speaks again. The eye is a bad mama jamma. I am, yes. You hear what it said? This is before Moses. This is before Mount Sinai. Way before him even came into existence. What did I tell you? I am. Yes, I am. Sound like I am that I am, don't it? So I'm just pointing out, this is in the book. I am a burning flame, but also I am the boon companion of Ra. In the hood, you know who your ace-boon coon was? Your best friend. That's my ace-boon coon. Okay, we got down like that. You only get down with your ace-boon coon. Okay, you're boon. There's your right hand. I have seized the gods, and there is no opposition to me. Again, I am the one. Okay, everything comes from me. Don't get it twisted. He made that known. We had a problem with that. We might questioning God. Never, yeah. Oh, God he got nice. I'm a high God. That was never an issue for us, our ancients. I'm part of them. I'm not what y'all. I'm not like y'all. I'm not religious. Okay, I don't do the belief system. I got our ancient ancestors' philosophy that serves me well to this day. Moving on. I see the cloud. Oh Lord, I got to cut this short. Now, the left eye. That's us. Remember left eye from the girl, left eye Lopez? What's this? She had a symbolism. She understood. What's this? The left eye symbolizes what? The power of the light. It implies us. That's the spirit. It implies that the one has what? You ready? Attained all the qualities. That means you learn all aspects of yourself. Asu, Aset, Neftet, Set. All these aspects of your character, once you learn and master them, watch this. You have mastered the qualities of your personality by who? Becoming Heru, your best self, your true self, that we have now vanquished the enemies, a.k.a. Set of Asar. Who was Asar's enemy? His brother, Aset, your uncle, the evil uncle. Now we call him Uncle Sam. Still evil. Moving on. And the enemy of all us are ignorance, egoism, selfishness, disharmony, mental agitation, deceit, and anything that's negative from ourselves. You eradicate those negative qualities. That's how you purify yourself. If you have malice in your heart, gonna have it down. You're jealous and got envy in your heart, gonna make the heart heavy. When the heart is light as a feather, that means you have no ill will toward nobody, no bad intentions. You're a good person. That's how you pass the game in the end. Not how much money you got, not how many achievements and awards you, not don't mean a damn thing. What kind of person were you? How did you treat people? It's that simple. I've changed that. Why? I live that now. That's how I live. I ain't got a problem with that. You make the changes for yourself. All right, wrap it up. I see the clock. All right, I got one more thing here. Next page. All right, where we at? Left eye of the power. Okay, so the left eye means you're conscious. This is the eye of consciousness, knowing thyself. Why? By perfecting your imperfections, by eradicating them and perfecting yourself to do what's right on a regular basis. Practice it every day. Moving on. That's how you master it. The right eye, watch this. The right eye of Heru, also known as what? The eye of Ra. The Uraeus, it represents the sun, which is Ra, and its spiritual energy. Some people call it prana, chi, whatever you call it. You can call it what you want. It's still the same thing. Again, chi or prana by any name, still what? Spiritual energy, still from Ra. And the left eye of Heru, which represents the sun, Aset, that's nature, mental power, and understanding of oneself. At once, Heru is now what? The synthesis of spirit, sun, energy, and the body, which is the moon. It is it is the power to see what? The way. Hello, let your conscience be your guide. I walk by what? Faith, not by sight. The inner vision gives you that sight. If you don't have that, you're walking blind. That's not good, okay? But it goes beyond spirit and matter to what? Absolute reality. That's where we want to end up in the real. I'm going to stop right here because I got a whole bunch of other stuff going on, but hope you get the message. Right quick. Ending up with the five senses, you know about them. I want to tell you about the third eye. And your inner eye, it sees what? You spiritually. Ain't that what that said? This is what I had before I got to the book. Your third eye, when open, knows your what? Spiritual, your spirit, a.k.a. God. That what? Inner vision. And your third eye vision, it will see what? The world in the different vision, which is the real world, the inner world, the spiritual world, that we all have to wake up and realize that's the true us. And that's the lesson. I hope you enjoyed. I got to answer this phone. But in closing, right thing, because I'll be right back with the next lesson. I ain't done with the eyes. There's some more to go. So in closing, may y'all let it be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I'm none of my right thinkers who passed away. It's all about the eyes. Know thyself. Open your third eye.